Oh, hello there, Site-42 staff, as well as those of you from the greatest SCP Foundation. I, as always, am Dr. Theron Sherman, and welcome to another Coffee Break with Dr. Sherman, a subsidiary of the Anomalous broadcast from Site-42. As you can tell from the sound of my voice, we are having yet another coffee break because I am still ill. In fact, if someone could requisition me a can of SCP-2057 and have that reported to my office, do not open the can, okay? I will open the can, I will heat up the soup, and I will eat it at the correct temperature to create healing magic. I do not want you to open the can and heat it up early so it cools off, and then when I heat up the soup, expecting magic wondertainment healing, I end up turned into a chicken. Leave the can sealed in my office. Thank you. You've got to be very specific when dealing with SCP-2057 or any other Dr. Wondertainment anomaly. Things get particularly wild in those cases. Now, Senior Researcher Frogman, Dr. Puppeteer, Cyber Scorpion, Light Steve, Puppet Boy, Drowsy, Silent Follower, Chaos Goblin Dogs, Pinky and Anna. Good to see you all in the chat. Thank you for being members. Meanwhile, M3A3 Bradley, Dr. Harley, and Mythix. Thank you all for being here, just for being you. I have tried not being sick. I have taken some non-anomalous medications that make your entire mouth feel like you're sucking on pennies, which is awful. And that's why we're skipping straight to the anomalies. So we'll see if I can get a can of that 2057. That will be nice. Oh. In the meantime, Cyber Scorpion, thank you for your member message. I will do it, sir. Thank you, Captain. Maybe you should try SCP-500? Intern Fox, do you really think they would give out a single iteration of SCP-500 for anything these days? They'll have those pills on lockdown. Oh, Drowsy, thank you for the reminder of the music. I just forgot to turn it up after my humming. What happens to the Foundation if the world is destroyed through non-anomalous means? Socioeconomic collapse, rampant global warming, nuclear war, etc. Well, we're not typically affected by those things in any major way because we're privately funded. We're kind of walled off from the world governments, and we're self-sustaining. So as long as we can keep things up on our end, we're not too worried about the rest of the world. And it's not our problem if they have socioeconomic collapse. They've done it once, they'll do it again, and they'll pull themselves back up after. Yes, Victory Friday should exist. As you can see, because I'm ill, I did not think about it at all. Maybe I'll film one after stream when I'm resting. I'll think about it. If there's no Victory Friday, you know why. No, I can't let this stop me. There's got to be victory. There must be victory. It has to be done. Mr. Salty, thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Grab yourself a bowl of peanuts on your way past the commissary. What happened if we splice the DNA of the SCPs 008 and 016 together? Will we get a new SCP? Well, I know 008 is a zombie virus, so I hate doing any research with that one. If you're considering mixing it with 016, I'm assuming that, yes, this is another disease. And it's a sentient microorganism. So, I do not want the zombie virus to become sentient. Is that understandable? I mean, the weapons applications, though. No. Zombie apocalypse. Bad. Test denied. Test denied. Quasi Crafter, good to see you in the chat, buddy. Kyla, thank you for your first donation to today's stream, as well as being a member. Grab yourself some ramen on your way past the commissary. Is it Fan Art Friday? Yes and no. Yes and no. So right now, there are 33 emails in the inbox, and doing all that art would take way longer than I have voice to do on stream. So I can't do it today. I've got to push it back. And because if I'm healthy enough by Friday to travel, I'll be doing field missions for the next 3 weeks, which means 4 Fridays in a row. So it's going to take some time. This timing did not work out very well between COVID and travel. So I am sorry. There will be Fan Art Fridays. You can still submit your Fan Art Fridays. It's going to be okay. Okay, hold on. I'm skipping around the donos because of skipping around the donos. Crafter, you're telling me it's con time? You're telling me it's your turn? Okay. Right now. 8589, first look. No one's seen it yet. We're the first ones, everyone. That's probably not true, but I'm claiming it. I'm willing it into existence. Ha, I can't even get into it from here. $8589. We were gonna do Classiccon today, and now Desk. No, Desk. That's Fan and Wiki. No, stay away from Fan and Wiki. I've got it. It's fresh, so it doesn't come up on Google yet. All right, let me get some chiller music to start this. Yeah. Okay, Classiccon. Our entry of the day brought to us by Quasi Crafter. SCP-8959. Codename, an ordinary brick. That's the wrong number, 8589. See, that's why I checked. 8589. 4-digit numbers, man, you gotta be careful. 8589. End of an era. Triple confirming. 8589. That is what Crafter pointed out. All right. End of an era. It's Classiccon, baby. I've been waiting for days. You told me it was time. It's time. Here we go. Item number, SCP-8589. Object class, Keter. Special containment procedures. SCP-8589 is to be collected and stored in a windowless containment chamber at Site 19. 115.2 cubic meters of SCP-8589 has been collected at time of writing. Whenever SCP-8589 is discovered to be in use at a Foundation or civilian facility, appropriate measures are to be taken to replace it, and the recovered material is to be forged into bars and transported to the aforementioned containment chamber. An altered version of this article has been written and is to be provided to civilian persons who question the necessity of its recovery. If SCP-8589 is not provided voluntarily at this point, Mobile Task Force PTA is to be mobilized for its recovery. Investigation into civilian usage of SCP-8589 is to continue indefinitely. So we are collecting it. It is use at Foundation and civilian facilities. Description. SCP-8589 refers to approximately 1.5 tons of stainless steel originally collected from a naturally occurring deposit in Dixie Valley, Nevada. The material is of considerably substandard quality, consisting primarily of tin, 43.6%, aluminium, 22.5%, and chromium, 10.7%, with trace amounts of carbon, iron, gallium, hafnium, lead, platinum, iridium, silicon, and titanium. You know how I feel about that one. SCP-8589 is considered stainless steel only by technicality, as it lacks the material's usual durability due to its unrefined composition. SCP-8589 emits a Class 3 memetic hazard, which causes observers to believe that it is the ideal material to use in any scenario that would require a metallic substance. Oh no, it's giving me problems. Affected individuals will believe that the material possesses qualities which it does not possess, such as advanced durability, hume reduction, reality anchoring properties, etc. Oh, so this is an SCP-022-J. This is telekill. Okay. Further memetic properties have arisen but are inconsistent, such as causing persons to incorrectly determine its composition, incorrectly recount its origin of how they came into possession of the substance, or incorrectly identify the mass, volume, density, melting and/or boiling transition point, hardness, etc. These occur despite measurement instruments returning correct readings. See research documents for a complete list of false properties. SCP-8589 was initially discovered on July 25, 2008. After initial testing was completed, researchers concluded at the time that SCP-8589 was a more potent variant of SCP-148. It is telekill, having the capability to suppress or block any extrasensory or mind-altering anomalous effect, or, in some research, suppress any anomalous effect. Footnote: the amount of material required and its effective range is inconsistent to research. This inconsistency was generally disregarded by researchers. In response to an email regarding how to best proceed in light of this false discovery, 055 sent the following research to lead Dr. Hera. Subject: regarding SCP-8589 research results. To jhara1@skipnet.org. From 05 Command 5 at skipnet.org. CC none. One sentence in bold type. Put SCP-8589 in everything. See the following chart for a list of known use cases. Date: July 25th, 2008. Use case: material forming SCP-572, which, for clarity, is a katana of apparent invincibility. Relevant anomalies. it says it right here. SCP-572, a blade which convinces its wielder that it is of a higher quality than it actually is. Notes: SCP-8589 was first discovered in determining the composition of SCP-572, which was found to have been initially sold in a weapons store in Lovelock, Nevada. Origin of SCP-8589 deposit was traced from manufacturing reports. As of February 2nd, 2014, 5 other blades containing SCP-8589 have been found in civilian possession in the area. A dagger constructed of SCP-8589 was eventually found in possession of Dr. Clef, which is a link to Incident 239-B-Clef-Kondraki. Interesting. August 14, 2008. First documented use is in containment of SCP-132. Relevant anomalies. Non-applicable. See notes. Notes. No material found in use. Nature of SCP-132 is incorrectly described in documentation. So wait. So 572 was made of this fake material. Interesting. All right, next hit. Or if I didn't finish it, the notes for that last one was no material found in use. Nature of SCP-132 is incorrectly described in documentation. August 17th, 2008. Coating inner and outer walls of SCP-035's containment chamber following an incident. Relevant anomaly. SCP-035, a mask which compels nearby persons to wear it. Notes. SCP-132 implementation used as proof of concept. October 9, 2008. Coating several safe room walls at Site-19. No relevant anomalies added. Notes. Safe rooms were already constructed out of reach of or otherwise safeguarded against anomalous influences. The date, use case, and anomaly is all redacted on this one. Notes. Multiple entries redacted for brevity. See on-site documentation or contact your site's documentation department for a complete list. Okay, we're skipping ahead to 2013. October 8th, 2013. Several containment measures within Site-17 are replaced by the application of SCP-8589 in relevant walls and doors. Relevant anomalies. SCP-079, a self-aware artificial intelligence. Notes. An experimental remote-controlled telepath robot is utilized to test the veracity of SCP-8589. The hypothesis is that SCP-8589 will block telepathic messages sent to on-site D-Class personnel. As the signal-blocking insulation in SCP-079's containment unit has been replaced with SCP-8589, SCP-079 covertly hijacks inbound transmissions to the telepath and issues commands to telepathically convince Dr. Maynard and Security Agent Skinner that they are Chaos Insurgency agents operating with the intent to grant SCP-079 access to facility operations. This results in the most severe containment breach currently on record. 225 personnel are killed. Really? Is 225 the most people we've had killed in a breach? That seems optimistic. That's the end of the log. Following the catastrophic containment breach on August 10, 2013, a Foundation-wide halt on containment studies was implemented pending an investigation into the cause of the breach. Advancements in mimetic inoculation practices and technology developed for this investigation allowed for the discovery of the actual anomalous nature of SCP-8589 on December 13, 2013. The following order was received by primary Foundation containment specialists on December 15, 2013, following further research into O5 deliberation. Now we have a letter. O5 Council Direct Communication, December 15, 2013. Recent developments with regards to SCP-8589 have startled us greatly, as we imagine it must have many of you. However, there is relief in knowing that we have identified the cause to our problems. The unfortunate nature of humans is that humans are fallible. The unfortunate nature of the Foundation is that we are staffed by fallible humans. We are all victims to the fatal flaw of being flawed. The good news is that once you have identified the source of a problem, you can finally begin to fix it. All facilities are to be searched for the usage of SCP-8589 in their construction and are to be appropriately modified for its removal, followed by an update to any relevant anomaly special containment procedures to reflect this alteration where necessary. Check containment procedure update logs for a list of affected containment units. Note that this list is likely very incomplete. This is the end of an era. Signed, the O5 Council. To date, misunderstandings regarding the nature of SCP-8589 are thought to have resulted in 58 containment breaches and 346 casualties. All right, I'm thinking on it. So, does it horrify me for a horror contest? I mean, even before I say anything, I'm going to upvote it because it was a well-made article that told the story it wanted to tell. And when I do my upvotes for the contest, I always judge it first as an article, second as a contest entry. So, it does get an upvote from me because it is a good article. I like the rundown of the past containment procedures. I do enjoy a little Foundation navel casing from time to time. I think it goes a little bit on the air of silly with put SCP-8589 in everything. I think that's on the side of silly a little bit, but, you know, early Foundation could be silly. Hold on. This person needs to be banned for being stupid. Bye, Roberto. You're an idiot. No one likes you. Yes, overall, I'm going to say good article, gets an upvote. Obviously, I'm not jumping out of my seat like I have with some of the articles in this contest, but it's a solid one. You get the thumbs up of approval. Oh, Frogman. Roberto was doing the old try to get the streamer to say slurs trick. And in the most repetitive way I've ever seen. No, don't worry about desk. The person hit it. They were doing oh, it's my friend's birthday. And his name is Nicholas, but only the nickname of Nick. Surname, Gurrs. Gurs. His last name is Gurs. His first name is Nick. Say it out loud. Do it quick. It is, hashtag loser behavior is what we call it here at the Foundation. Yeah, Quafter, thank you for joining the chat and letting me know it was live. I didn't want to miss it. Good job. All right, I have some donations to run through after that reading. Let me get some catching up to do real quick. Housekeeping. Mobile Task Force Captain Aether, thank you for your first donation to today's stream as well as being a member. Grab yourself a grab yourself a big chicken salad on your way past the commissary. Hey, Dr. Sherman, hope you're feeling a bit better. I'm happy to report that Abel and I have managed to commence strikes on at least 35 separate Chaos Insurgency bases since they breached Kane's containment. Well, yep, mess them up. Meanwhile, I'm still on bed rest. I'm on the medicine that makes the COVID go away faster. I'm trying to requisition any anomalies that they'll give me, but they're being stingy. You know how they can be sometimes over at medical. Intern Ellswick. Mobile Task Force Psi-42's code name is Signal Boosters. Not Sound Boosters. Signal Boosters. You were close. Cyber Scorpion, thank you for donating for the first time to today's stream as well as being a member. Grab yourself a Snickers on your way past the commissary. What is your opinion on AZFK? He's an anomaly that posts videos about other anomalies, including SCPs. I am not necessarily familiar with AZFK's work enough to give an opinion, unfortunately. Crazy Crafter. Oh no, I'm on a public stage. Get me down from here. You did this to you. Hydration. Montages. Thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Get yourself a Caesar salad on your way past the commissary. Dr. Z here. How's it going on, Dr. Sherman? PS 049 is for some reason doing thirst traps, and I've told them to stop, but they don't send help. What they do in their personal time is not your concern, as long as it's not killing people and making zombies. And meanwhile, it's going fine around here, COVID notwithstanding. Dark Phoenix, thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Grab yourself a hoagie on your way past the commissary. Greetings, Dr. Sherman. I finished my advanced training and was given a promotion to level 2 security. I can now help better contain Keter class and above. My former name was Black Phoenix. Ah, so somehow you went from black to dark with your advancement, which means that you've lightened as you've increased in power. So what happens if we kept training you? Would you ascend to some shiny golden godhood of containment? Could we utilize this properly without blowing up the planet? I'm interested in finding out. Dr. Z, thank you for donating again. If Arceus from Pokemon Go would be an SCP, how would we contain it? After all, it's an all-powerful god. It fits in a Pokeball. They have built-in containment procedures. We're good to go. Quafter, thanks for joining us in the chat. Good article. We'll see you next time. Onyx Furs, thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Get yourself a plate of pancakes on your way past the commissary. What would happen to humanity if the third brother of SCP-1440, the old man from nowhere, were ever to show? Let me go to 1440. The old man from nowhere. Unfortunately, I don't have a very good hypothesis for that question, except for the end of 1440 and probably some sort of XK event. Also, I know that the brother's death have something to do with the Scarlet King. If you look in my video, the Scarlet King declassified. Because the third brother is the one that the Scarlet King is scared of, if I'm remembering correct. Silent Follower, thank you for your first donation to today's stream as well as being a member. Grab yourself a crepe on your way past the commissary. Going hiatus, so won't be able to join streams for a while. Hope you get better soon, Sherman. Silent Follower, I'll be here when you get back. The streak continues strong. Take care of yourself. We'll see you on the other side. Dark Phoenix, thank you for donating again. I simply felt the new code name sounded more ominous. Dark Phoenix is on his way. What do you think? I first think what Death said, which is that is copyrighted by Marvel. So you are going to have a little bit of dust up over that. So I'd be careful for the Marvel lawyers. Would an intercontinental ballistic missile kill SCP-096? SCP-096 was thrown into the center of the sun and survived. So no, a little missile is not going to do it. Can I send memes in the art email? Give me time to think about that. Because you just made me consider a meme Monday. But that's a different thing, and I haven't even done Fan Art Friday, and I have to wait a month because of this. So, we'll get to memes later. Oh, God, are we going to need a subreddit? Is that what we're going to have to do? I don't even know how to do that, man. I don't use Reddit. Dr. Z, thank you for donating again. Hey, which SCP would you be able to beat in a 1v1? In a 1v1... I mean, there are plenty of anomalies that I could fight in a 1v1 and succeed. For sure. You know what? SCP-7000. SCP-7000, I'll kick his ass. William Weddle, I'm coming for you. Site 43, it's next door to Site 42. I'm on my way. And in fact, me beating his ass would be an iteration of SCP-7000. Hey, did you get demoted or are you just wearing a robe? This is a bathrobe. It is a pajama party because I am sick. So, this is a COVID short stream. In fact, time check. We are already halfway done with this coffee break, everyone. You have about 25 minutes left. So does anyone still remember the fungus hive mind SCP number? Drowsy, you son of a bitch. How dare you? How dare you? They already got it in the chat, which is good because I didn't remember. I was going to say 8212. Damn it. Oh, rude. You held out on me for a while, that way I would forget. That's good. That's good. Dr. Z, thank you for donating again. I'll set up the Fight Club, but once again, don't tell the 05. I can't tell the 05 about something that I don't know about / doesn't exist on site. There is no SCP Fight Club that we gamble on. That would never exist. There's no rule 1 to not tell people about it because it doesn't exist, therefore there's no rule. Dark Phoenix, thank you for donating again. As long as the story isn't similar, it should be okay. And I mean, yes, Marvel's not going to come after you on a website like this. It's when you start writing a whole story and publishing it that you'll want to make sure you dot your I's and cross your T's. Oh, Intern Wow, you want a dad joke. All right. Intern Wow asked for a dad joke, SCP style. You know, I requisitioned a can of SCP-2057 because I wasn't feeling well. But the higher-ups over in medical weren't super into that idea. The best part of a dad joke is waiting for the response. Puppet Boy, canned laughter. Excellent addition. In case you're unfamiliar, in case that's why you're not laughing at this, admittedly hilarious joke, SCP-2057 is an anomalous can of Campbell's chicken soup manufactured by Dr. Wondertainment. And when you heat the soup up, it turns into a living baby chicken made up of all of the ingredients of chicken noodle soup. And that baby chick eats the broth and becomes a big full chicken. And then when you eat the chicken soup chicken while it's hot, it cures your illnesses. If you eat it after it cools, your illness gets worse. And if you reheat it, then you turn into a chicken. But like a man chicken, and you die. So, long story short, do not eat cold or reheated 2057. Only fresh. And that's why they weren't super interested. Because it was soup, you know. Good soup. Unless it's not good soup, then it's, in fact, bad soup. Caracal, thank you for your first donation to today's stream as well as being a member. Make sure to grab yourself some chili on your way past the commissary. Writing too close to my actual self made me have a panic attack, but it helped find a physical issue that has made breathing hard. Hope we both get better soon. Oh, okay. Gave yourself a whole realization there, huh? Well, I highly recommend you rest then. Take care of yourself. We'll be here when you get back. VRX, thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Grab yourself a Twix on your way past the commissary. Am I cooked? 096 is in my house. Don't look at it. Don't look at its face. Look at the floor. Eyes on the floor. It's pretty easy. That guy's really tall. If you don't look up, you're likely to be okay. Just look at the floor. Just walk away. Gamer, thank you for your first donation to today's stream as well as being a member. Grab yourself a plate of chicken wings on your way past the commissary. Join a football team and got a gym membership. Hell yeah. Do it. Foundation Fitness Initiative for the win. Gets drunk. What is your opinion on the cactus verse? Just to be clear, I want to delineate. Get off. There we go. So honestly, I have not read a lot of Cactus Verse works for the sheer fact that while I enjoy DJ Cactus's work as an author, I am mostly a short story enjoyer, and Cactus always goes way against the paint, out into the home run realms of length of reading. So, like, Cactus's joke SCPs or Dado entries, I love those. I just don't do so many of his longer stories, which is why I'm not very familiar. I know he makes good stuff, though. I have trust in the Cactus. VRX, thank you for donating a gun. No, he is in the floor. In the floor? Like fell through it or jumped up through it or... Either way, in that case, look up. Common sense, come on. Gamer, thank you for donating again. For that chicken soup, if I keep it hot with external heat. Yes, it seems like if you keep it hot, it's not a problem. It is that once it cools, you cannot reheat it. So if you keep it hot, then apparently there's no problem. Although, if you cook it for too long, then perhaps the living chicken creature will burn, and that might make it bad too. So that probably might not work. Dr. Travis, thank you for your first donation to today's stream as well as being a member. Grab yourself a Milky Way bar on your way past the commissary. I am back. How is everyone? Well, it's a pajama party because I'm sick. So, I'm doing okay except for the illness. I have the pestilence. Don't say that. Do you know where 096 is? I don't know. I was talking to the other guy. 049. Do not say that within range of 049. You will be dead instantly. In fact, I just have COVID and I'm hiding from 049 right now. I do not want any odds of 049 coming to diagnose me, etc. To can soup, you must heat it up to safely seal it. Are the cans stored in a heated area? Nice technicality, but all we know is that once you unseal the soup, that is when the designated cooking is. So just like regular canned soups, I would imagine that it is pre-cooked and heated for the canning. But it is only once you open the can that it becomes anomalously following the rules of directions. I'm sure that in manufacturing they had different directions to make it do what it does. Yeah, that made sense, right? Mr. Salty, thank you for donating again, although it seems your message got desked. I don't know why, but make sure you're following the rules. Oh. Okay. You boned a... Huh. Wow. Hold on. Sorry. Had a moment there. Yes. Desk is telling me, basically, don't fraternize with the anomalies. VRX, thank you for donating again. Why did the Chaos Insurance raid my house? Why did the Chaos Insurance raid my house? Well, you did let 096 in there somehow, so I guess you would need Chaos Insurance. And if you forgot to send the premium, maybe that's why they sent 096. I've never heard of Chaos Insurance. I would need to check up on that agency. I mean, it sounds like the insurance agency that covers Florida, to be honest. Dr. Flog, thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Make sure to grab yourself a sticky bun on your way past the commissary. You have to work for Global Occult Coalition or Mana Charitable Foundation. Choose. I guess the Global Occult Coalition is closer to maintaining normalcy. Therefore, that's who I side with, even though I don't like their policies. Can I drop kick SCP-106? It's not impossible, but, you know, once you kicked the entity, then you would have acid on the soles of your shoes. So you'd end up with your shoes being deleted. Therefore, you would have a lot more trouble running from it, and you would probably get caught and perish. Noir, thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Grab yourself a cinnamon bun on your way past the commissary. Hear me out, SCP-1471. Yeah, you and the entire internet, however. It's incorporeal. It's intangible. You can't touch it. How do you expect to fraternize with it? Really? You're all ridiculous. No fraternizing with the anomalies. Demise, thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Make sure to grab yourself some Pocky on your way past the commissary. 2521, Devil Heart, Smirk, Bring 096. That is a weird combination of characters. I'm glad the mimetic filters for this stream stop us from being captured by that entity when we say its name. Thank you, Desk. Thank you, Clef. And 096 is already at VRX's house. So, no. We have to contain it from there first. Junior Researcher Sally, cheers, see you later. And, yep, I hope I feel better. Stream is ending in 10 minutes, so I can rest. Kyla, thank you for donating again. There's a thunderstorm here. Well, stay safe. Dr. Travis, thank you for donating again. Hope you get better soon, Dr. Sherman. Much obliged. Noir, thank you for donating again, although you got desked. Maybe you got a little more explicit with that mallow talk. Remember, jokes about fraternizing with anomalies to a point are fine, but we are on a public platform, which means we have to keep to YouTube policy. Be careful with that. Otherwise, I won't be able to broadcast to you guys. You look like you're staring at multiple charts. Intern Chris, you are correct. I've got a whole screen over here. I've got a base. I've got a... I've got a whole background here. It's a conspiracy board, basically. Jonathan, thank you for donating again. Attention to all Foundation staff. If you find a version of me going on and on about the Void, please to contain it with at least 5 SRAs. Dude, do you know how expensive Scranton reality anchors are? Do you know how many dead reality benders we have lying around to fuel them? That's a pretty extreme ask. Can't you just talk it down? Maybe give it a hug? I heard that worked for those new Avengers, whatever. Oh my god, he's unlocked his Saiyan form. No. I was just gifted this. The guy from the gym said that it had some sort of bean oil on it that would help me heal faster. I don't quite get it, but he seems nice enough. Eats the entire commissary when he gets over there. Dihydrogen monoxide, thank you for your first donation to today's stream, as well as being a member. Get yourself a gelato on your way past the commissary. The news over the past few months makes you want to go intentionally look at a picture of 096. Hey, we need to survive. We die in the dark, but we die in the dark fighting. We don't give up. We win. The Foundation does not quit. So, you will not quit either. We will overcome. We will persevere. Raccoon Dog, thank you for your first donation to today's stream, as well as being a member. Grab yourself a hot link on your way past the commissary. Hi, Doc. Hope you'll feel better soon. Me too. I'm going back into bed after this, and I'm going to continue to rest so this gets by as soon as possible so I can still make the MetroCon trip. Which, by the way, did you know that I'm going to be at MetroCon in 2 weeks? Provided this all heals up in time, which it should. I'm resting. But I'll be at MetroCon Tampa Friday, Saturday, and Sunday if you want to come say hi. I'm running a panel on the 25th, that Friday, at noon. So if you can make it to MetroCon Tampa, I am going to be there running an event and giving away a whole bunch of SCP Foundation merch, courtesy of friend of the channel, Toad King Studios. So, come hang out if you can make it. Cosplay or no, it'll be a good time. Demise, thank you for a second donation. What number would I be being a werewolf who has Infinity Stone powers without the stones? Well, you would be anomalous, but you wouldn't be an SCP, because to be an SCP, you would have to be on the SCP database. And since you are a non-canon anomaly, you would not get a number designation. Now, of course, if you want to play around on your own and you want to make an SCP-2157-OC, if you put an OC after it, that'll stop people from confusing you for what's on the wiki. Wait, I haven't said it yet, so praise be Clown Milk Jesus. No. No. Do not praise that. We don't need to build up its belief meter anymore. It's already starting to manifest, so I hear. Wish I could make the trip. Too broke and I live at work, which seems at odds with each other, but that's America for you. Sheeny, mood. The irony of being too much at work and too broke at the same time. This country certainly does work. Mobile Task Force Captain Aether, thank you for donating again. Hey Doc, hope you get better soon. I know how painful it is to catch COVID, and don't worry too much about anything going on in heavy containment. I've got it covered down here. Well, thank you for holding things up down there. I hope you and Abel got it covered. Meanwhile, yes, the sore throat is the worst part. You can hear how it's affecting my voice, so that is what we're dealing with now. VRX, thank you for donating twice again. What if you see 096 in a different universe? P.S. he left. If you see an 096 from a different universe, it will be annoyed it can't reach you. But if a gateway between dimensions opens up, it will find it and get to you. So you're fine as long as no dimensions between dimensional wormholes between that one and that one meet. Jonathan, thank you for donating again. Ah, yes, the void is eternal, the void is never, the void is endless, yet equally insignificant. All will be claimed by the void. Will someone go give that void thing a hug? Can we see if that'll work? We don't have 5 more SRAs in the budget, let alone the materials to build. Hey, Dr. Sherman, I thought you were taking a D class because of the orange. Be careful roaming the facility with that much orange. Understandable, but there's the logo here, and there's the big logo on the back, so everyone can tell what's going on. I need to order out for some more anomalous fluid so I can make some hot toddies. I've got the honey, I've got the sucre, but I need some more bourbon. Note to self. That's what I'll do after I sign off. Goku less than Vegeta? I mean, certainly as a father, yes. VRX, thank you for donating again. Am I cooked? I got 04 duty and he's singing again. Well, first, you saw nothing. And second, no, the singing is actually a safer action compared to anything, so. All right, and Site 42 staff, that is our hour mark. And because I am still sick with COVID, I'm going to sign off and go to rest. And so, as always at the end of stream, I tell you my favorite SCPs. It's a tradition around these parts. I'm not going to tell you my... Sorry. Junior Researcher America, thank you. SCP-049 is an it, not a he, especially the way that it keeps switching genders back and forth with the stone. So it's an it. Sorry, I was a bit tired. I'm a bit worn. And that is why I made such a terrible mistake. Please practice proper pronoun parlance protocols at the Foundation. It's really hard to clap at yourself. But I did deserve it. As I was saying, yes, I'm not going to tell you my favorite SCPs are the ones I wrote. That's cheating. But if you want to read the SCPs I wrote, you can go to the Sherm's author page in Site42 Hub on the SCP database, which Desk just linked in the chat. While you're there, you'll see all the SCPs I wrote, as well as contributed to in other ways. And you can visit our direct donation channels. You can become a patron or a YouTube channel member to donate monthly. You can donate via Ko-Fi or YouTube Super Chat if you want to do a one-time donation. And even if you can't donate, if you are liking these streams, watching them, watching our videos, commenting, chatting, sharing, subscribing, all that YouTube business, then you are a member of Mobile Task Force Sci-42, codename the Signal Boosters. And you are helping us at Site-42 with our mission to signal boost the SCP Wiki, its authors, its artists, game devs, filmmakers. Everything that we can do to boost this community will get bigger. SCP movies and films. Amazon and Netflix won't do it, so it's up to us. And that is why Mobile Task Force Sci-42, I salute you for your service. Go Signal Boosters. Dr. Travis, thank you for donating again. Have a good day, night, and get better soon. You as well. Take care. Now, my favorite SCPs in no particular order are 3999, 3043, 008-J, Spooky-J, 5031, 5320, 5175, and 8980. Content warning on that last one, it's a bit of a rough read. Speed round. 3999, 3043, 008-J, Spooky-J, 5031, 5175, 5320, 8980. Content warning on the last one. So, with that, I have been Dr. Theron Sherman, reporting to you live from another coffee break at Site-42, a subsidiary of the Anomalous broadcast from Site-42. I hope you guys have had fun. I hope you've learned something. Be safe, be well, and as always, secure, contain, protect. I'll see you in the next video or stream. Lying in my bed, I hear the clock tick and think of you. Caught up in circles, confusion is nothing new. Flashback, warm nights, almost left behind. Suitcase of memories. Time after sometimes you picture me. I'm walking too far ahead. You're calling to me. I can't hear a word you've said. Then you say, go slow. I fall behind. The second hand unwinds. If you're lost, you can look and you will find me. Time after time. If you fall, I will catch you. I'll be waiting. Time after time. If you're lost, you can look and you will find me. Time after time. If you fall, I will catch you. I will be waiting time after time. Intern Cars, welcome to Site-42 staff. Thank you for subscribing. See you all tomorrow.